So I ordered a new wastegate. So in the past, I actually trimmed this part of my wastegate to increase the boost when I was having problems with my access port and getting to target boost. And I think what that did was, because I trimmed this, it fixed the boost problem, but that boost problem was because I had a massive air leak from the intake. So we have fixed the air intake, and now the car over boosts. So I'm hoping that this will fix it. This is just one I got off eBay. Now, if this doesn't fix it, there's a couple other avenues that I can go, but I'm hoping this does. So right now it's actually peaking, sometimes it peaks at like 23 pounds, but I've adjusted the wastegate as much as I could off to kind of counterbalance that, and now it hits about 21. So if we can get below 21 and the target is like 15.28, I believe, then we'll be doing good. So I'm gonna go put this in, and actually I'm gonna pull the other one off, and then we'll compare side by side. Bear with me, my GoPro died, so we gotta make do. So this is the old bracket, and when my GoPro died, I was actually cutting this off, okay? So it used to sit like this, and I know the lighting is horrible. Had these 3 bolts, and check it out. This one was so close, focus, so close to being rounded. Sorry about that, guys. I guess it's just not gonna focus. Anyway, it was so close to being rounded, and that was the one at the bottom. So if you have this style, I would advise you get a really, I'll show you what I used. And I bent this. This is an 8mm. It's actually not an 8, it's a 5/16, but it would be an 8. These I was able to use a regular socket and ratchet. So we're gonna put this new one on, and I will get back to you guys after I put it on. This one will only use 2 of the bolts, but it is longer. So you can see just how much I shortened it. Quite a bit. So hopefully this will be perfect with the boost and keeping the boost creep down, but we will find out. So I'm gonna go stick this on now. This is gonna be take 2 at trying to fix the overboosting issue. So I put the old wastegate back on because the other one didn't fit. So I went to the hardware store and I picked up this. So I'll use some threaded rod joined together, and I'll use this, right? Wrong. So this isn't gonna really work, and I'm gonna tell you why. The piece on the wastegate, this part, is just too short to allow me to thread this and have the other one on there and leave the appropriate space for the like pin to go in on the wastegate valve and the turbo like manifold part. So what I'm gonna do is trim this down to probably about half, and then I'm gonna try to weld this. So I'm gonna weld it. I'm gonna thread this down through it, and then through the piece that's on the wastegate right now, so it'll be like that long. But I'm just gonna weld like extra threads on. So hopefully that works. We'll see. So I got the welder hooked up. I'm about to zap it. So I'm gonna just zap it together here, there, and then quick work my way around. Should be good. Okay guys, so it's not perfect, but it is done. Look at that. Probably spray it with some black spray paint. The little wastegate arm, you see how it's all chewed up? That's because I cut it to try to fix the boost problem I was having a while ago. And now I think that boost problem is fixed because we're actually over boosting, and I think this might be contributing to it because maybe it's holding too much tension on the arm. And that's causing my boost creep. When it needs to go full open, it doesn't. So we will stick these on there. We got the other half of the little nut, and then we have the welded part. We're gonna stick these on there and then adjust the actuator, and hopefully that fixes our boost problem. So it's back on. I'm gonna tighten that nut, and then we're gonna go for a cruise. Okay guys, so we are gonna see if the boost creep's fixed, right? Okay, so that would be a no. That is our goal, 15.28, and it hit 20. That's better than the 20.